Hey, Banjo Race. It's time for a Banjo Race. Today we got Duck versus QueenSnopea. Oh, I haven't unmuted Discord yet. Okay, do it again.
Hello.
There we
Hello.
go. Yeah, you guys have been very active with racing lately. I really like when people on one side of the bracket all schedule their races really quick and the other side is hag. So,
Oh no.
For a guy who streams every day, he really can't find time to race.
I know. I know. Um So yeah, today's race. I'm actually kind of sad to cast this one because I've been looking forward to rematches with both of you, and
Oh, uh-huh.
one of you is getting eliminated today. So very, very sad
Mm.
day in the losers bracket. Um, Duck, have you done any sort of prep kind of thing since your last race?
Nope. Just I didn't I the last time I played this was my race against Candy Boots, and the last time I played before that was my race against you. So just racing.
There
That's
you
all I'm
go.
doing.
All right, let's hope the time
Mm.
you got has given you enough forward momentum to keep pooping out those times.
Yeah.
And Snopey, are you more awake than you were for your
I would say so, yes.
yeah,
Yeah.
your
I didn't
first
think about
race
it.
your first race
The,
after waking up the other like yesterday, I guess, was
yeah, it was yesterday.
yeah, it was pretty crazy, so
It was yeah. No, I'm hoping for something not like that.
yeah. Perfect.
So easy
Ok,
way to put it.
all right, without further ado, we'll start game number 1 then. Are you both ready to go?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Sweet. I'll count you down and then we'll get her started. So start it up in three, two, one, go. And good luck.
All right, good
Good luck.
luck.
All right, they are off. Let's get them unmuted. We'll use Snoopy's audio today because I know Duck likes chit-chatting. Hey there, Dingo. Oh, failed Clungo cutscene skip. Not a great start right when you say, oh yeah, I'm ready for the race. So, um, again, I think both of them have been putting up great times recently. Um, a little bit of awkward blip and blops. I mean, you know, here and there, that always happens with 2E runs. Let me turn down Snopey a little bit. Hopefully that's good for you guys. There we go. Dingo flashing up in chat. He'll be racing on Wednesday. So I'm sure that'll be a fun match as well. Green potion for both. Love to see it. Alright, Duck with a really nice looking green potion there. Hopefully he landed in a good spot. The way Duck has his camera, yeah, it looks fine. He'll get pushed out of the way a little bit, but he should make it to the gate. I think it's fine. Snopey is... Wow. That was a very, a very close egg shot. I can't believe that actually worked. So Duck with a really good green potion push. Little bit of awkward spiral mountain movement, getting, you know, flapping at a talent rod on the molehill, and then getting stuck on the rock, leading into the digger tunnel. So unfortunately, you know, 156 is still better than blue potion, but it's not as good as a green potion should be. But a 210 green potion, that's a little much. So, but I mean, 210 after Clungo 1 with Clungo cutscene skip. I mean, green potion is all you could really like hope for, really. Kind of mitigate as much time as you can. And I mean, this early in the run, like 15 seconds isn't much, so. Do they both use the same route? Everyone in this tournament uses the same route. I don't think anyone has used the different route. Except Asmi. Asmi used the same route. Yeah, when he was goofing. I mean, that's happened before. If, you know, someone starts sandbagging for their opponent. But Asmi can't afford to sandbag anymore. Sitting in loser's bracket. And I mean, Asmi's still got a little bit before his match. Just because, you know, Dingo and Hag took forever to schedule. And then the winner of that has to schedule against Sunder. And so hopefully they'll be able to schedule right away. Oh, his race against me when he went to GI. Yeah. I forgot about that. But I mean, he used the same route up until DCW, and then he just, like, DCW'd to Weldar instead of Hag 1. I'm thinking of, like, you know, the good old days. Like, I know Gogo is, like, sandbagged against bad opponents by, like, doing really slow jiggies in certain routes instead of, like, following a route. Because, I mean, if you're more than, like, 2 or 3 minutes faster than your opponent in, like, a Banjo-Tooie short category, there really isn't, you know, anything stopping you from just straight up winning, so you can kind of do whatever you want and make it close. But then, of course, there's people that do that and then lose because they're styling on their opponents. We saw that a few times in the Banjo Scramble tournament. Uh-oh, Duck's tried and true method not working out. There we go. Snopea, first try. So, a nice catch up there. Duck losing around 15 seconds to GGM early, and he be dropping some frames for me, so hopefully that settles up so you guys don't have to watch the Duck slideshow. But GGM early is really the first, like, you know, the first wall to climb over in terms of, you know, getting a header behind. Okay, I'm going to quickly pause Duck's stream here just to, like, let it buffer for a sec. I'll pause Snopea as well just to kind of make up the difference. Okay, I think they're synced again. Yeah, they're nice and synced, so. Good, good. Snopea not quite jumping far enough. Getting that Jam Jars text on warp pads is like the most, you know, because when you're mashing the button, you can see that you're clearly not on the warp pad, and you're just like, please work. Then Jam Jars is like, nope, this is what a warp pad is, this is how you use it, and you're like, ah, go away. Please go away, Jam Jars. I guess the only other time someone didn't use the same route was Dango in his race against Thunderstorm. In that race, he had the wrong manip file, and so he had to kind of reroute on the fly. Man, I don't know what is going on with this. Maybe I got too much stuff going on in the background. Let's turn off a couple things. There we go. I'm sure that really doesn't affect anything, but if Duck keeps buffering like that, I'll try another fix. Oh, failed detonator levitation once. This is Snopea's chance. And here she gets ahead, so Snopea gonna be leading by just a couple seconds. Can't be more than 2 at the very most. I don't even think it is, like, 2. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and pause Duck again. And, I'll let the timers sync up again. Alright, there we go. So they're basically exactly synced now. Not only their timers synced, but also they are synced. If Duck starts dropping frames again, his timer's going to start falling behind, so that's why they looked so different. I swear I'm not syncing them up on my end just to make this look closer than it is. Beautiful jumps from both of them. Duck's a little cleaner, not having to beak bust. And now, oh, Snopea makes it up. I thought that was going to be a little low. Do I have a favorite? No, I'm not allowed to have favorites. Unless you mean a favorite like, you know, something. While casting, I'm not allowed to tell you which side of the screen I'm cheering for. I'm cheering for a good race. That's what my answer is. I think Dingo has a very good response there. Close races are always like really hyped to see. And I mean, game 3s are pretty epic. Everyone likes cheering for the underdog. But, I mean, just because the underdog is up one game doesn't, or the, yeah, the underdog is up one game doesn't suddenly make them, you know, not the underdog, right? Alright, we've seen a lot of mishaps in Power Hut Basement. Both of them just running down the boards. Snopea pausing for a sec there, Duck pausing for a sec there. I'm really glad we're seeing more people do that. Oh, and look at that, they're synced again. Really, really close race so far. So, I guess I can go off best possible times. It was going to be hard leading the start to the race just because, you know, Duck's PB is like 30 seconds better than Snopea's. Or like 30... how many? 37 seconds better. But, because of, you know, Duck's GGM early, plus a little bit of time lost in GGM. Whoa! Snopea just sliding straight down. Duck had a really nice shot on the fire switch. I'm not sure what's going on with Snopea's controller, but it's just like, I feel like both times, like, C-up just didn't work, and then getting into Talon Trot didn't work. Turns a really nice synced movement into, you know, Duck's pretty, not pretty far ahead, but he's far enough ahead to be, you know, comfortable. Comfortable until, you know, the tricks start happening, so. I mean, obviously, there's like 3-4 seconds in puzzles. You know, a failed Jade Snake Grove early sucks. The beak bombs can be awkward, and if you do them just right, it's like maybe another 2 or 3 seconds. Over a maybe suboptimal one. I try not to be like, I say I try not to be so picky on like the details of every little movement. You know, when they're not super close together, but I'm sure I've commented on the stupid things that lose like half seconds. It's just hard to unsee everything that, you know, isn't picture perfect. Not a bad puzzle split from Duck. Every piece that he's putting in the puzzle leads to like another piece that's right like next to the you know, puzzle side. Of course, Snopea has to go back and forth at the end of the puzzle there a few times, so, and of course missing a piece loses another second, so I think that was a 92 for Duck and a 90 for Snopea. And I mean, sure, 1 or 2 seconds is like, you know, whatever. But when they're only like, you know, 10, 15 seconds apart, it you know, everything just kind of adds up. It stacks up. And when, you know, the tower gets, you know, too tall, it falls over. So whoever has the smaller tower of mistakes wins. I don't know, there's a little pause there because I was thinking of turning it into like kind of a Jenga reference, you know, trying to find some parallel there, but making mistakes in a speedrun video game race is a lot different than playing Jenga. I couldn't make it happen. I'm sorry, y'all. Wow, I can't believe Snopea didn't trigger that sign text. That was really close to the sign. And sign text there would have really sucked because she was already like being talked to by Jiggy Wiggy. So when that happens, you have to like clear both texts. And then Banjo just stands awkwardly in place, waiting for you to kind of stop talking. Beautiful JSG early from Duck. Probably a beautiful JSG early from Snopea. Snopea actually looked to the left there. I know she did that for me. Because normally she doesn't do that. She just goes straight forward. And it drives me insane because it looks like it should fail every time, but it doesn't. It always works. I'm not going to mention it after the race, but if she volunteers that information, then I'll know that it was on purpose, just because I am casting the race. Alright, coming up to Slumber. That reminds me, before I race Xernicus, I need to learn that strat where you don't get into Talon Trot for Slumber. I feel like that would be a nice thing to have in my back pocket. Ooh, Duck was really close to the ground there, but managed to, like, land at the perfect spot. Whoa, Snopea! Oh my god! Both of them with really scary looking slumbers. Snopea jumped way off to the right there. I thought that was not going to make it at all, but it looked like it was perfect. Alright, Duck with a pretty good beak bomb section. Oh, Snopea a little bit too low. Hits Unogo Paz. And misses the Jinjo. And at this point, you just land, pick it up. Snopea going straight down to the notes instead of to the note by Mumbo's? Question mark? Probably just, you know, I'm already aiming at these notes. I may as well do it instead of, you know, staying up there for so long and then just kind of landing. Thank you for the raid, Larry the Latipus. Always love to see another Garf emote. Ooh, Duck missed that fly. He's gonna be going back for it. Duck, you gotta shoot more than one egg. Spam those eggs. Chain gun them. Ah! Okay. Ooh, those are really nice flies. Oh my god, they're all bunched up. Snopea missed every single one of them. Oh, that's heartbreaking. Aim up. There you go. The best Garfer. I don't know. I do have a lot of Garf emotes in my FFZ list. Or I guess it's not FFZ, it's 7TV, but... One of these days, I gotta host the BanjoRace Garfield Kart tournament. There's all sorts of crazy Garfield games on Steam. Rapid scrambling to add Garfs. Yeah. 7TV, type Garf, or yeah. And then just add all of them. Alright, code time. No first try code for Duck. This could be Snoopy's chance to gain some movement. Ooh, Duck jumping over the middle button. There's nothing wrong with that, but it really bothers me. Sure, it's knickknacks. I have one Garfield toy that's I used to keep on my windowsill. It was like a little Garfield like Christmas ornament kind of thing, but I just always had it like in my room by my bedside table. So second try code for Duck, third try code for Snoopy. So not super great. But yeah, it was like a Garfield and he was like wearing a Santa hat and holding like some presents. And then like on top of like the stack of presents was his teddy bear. Pookie. I think that was the name of Garfield's teddy bear. Oh, Snoopy going down. Snoopy waited a... Oh my god. Snoopy waited a very long time there to fall. I don't think you would have died there. The big yeehaw. So I think Snoopy was fine, just falling straight down. But if the extra health did deal one more damage, she would have died on the yeehaw. And after that, you know, suddenly being put back in the prospector's shed, that would have just really sucked. Really sucked. Alright, Duck's saving a lot of time on his PB. Duck's not on PB pace anymore, but could be with some nice gold splits. Pretty awkward puzzle split up from Snoopy, but this is looking to be a better puzzle than Duck had. But I think they got pretty similar times. Put back in the prospector shed even sounds like a euphemism for death. Perhaps. I mean, I feel like, you know, saying something along the lines of, you know, canary in the mine, right? Because, I mean, that's literally what Canary Mary is. The, like, little yellow canary that miners took with them into the mines to see if it died because of gas, right? That's why you find her in, like, the toxic gas cave. Although instead of like a little canary, it's like, you know, a giant bird woman, right? I feel like if you saw like Canary Mary in real life, you would be very, you know, very thrown off. Oh my god, the pieces just aren't going into the puzzle. And yet, somehow it was still a second faster than Duck's puzzle. I feel like Duck handled that puzzle way better than Snoopy did, to be honest. But, I mean, we did see last race that Snoopy is really good at puzzles. Alright, reset for both of them. It's time for Witchy World. The land of broken dreams. I mean, most of Witchy World is fine, but it's just the tent rope. I mean, we've seen a lot of heartbreak happen there. I feel like both Duck and Snopea are fine at the tent, though. But, I mean, it only takes, like, one wrong second to fall off the rope. Like, if you kind of just hold straight up and don't really try and fix your angle at all while you're going up the rope, of course you're going to fall off if your angle is bad. But fixing your angle, like those little micro control stick movements that you need to do to, like, not fall to your doom. It's kind of hard. Do I have a PNG of that Garf Chungus? I mean, you could just save it. I think if you go to 7TV and save the emotes, they save as WebPs, and then you can just change the file extension to PNG. I mean, we're about to find out. Duck's almost there. Both of them, of course, are going for dive first. I don't think there's anyone left in the tournament who goes for split up first. Unless Dingo still does. I mean, most image files, like, still, like, react the same. Like, I mean, if you're looking for a transparent emote, or an emote with a transparent background, the answer is no, I don't have a PNG. But I mean, most of the time I just change WebPs to .gifs, and I mean, it's fine. It's just like, if a browser won't accept your file because it has a bad, extension, you just change the extension and see if it works. And if it does, there you go. You fixed your problem. Alright, Duck with a really good tent. Snopea with not such a good tent. Ah! Okay. Snopea was jumping up the tent very slow there. I thought for sure that she was gonna end up slipping down. But struggled to get on the rope a little bit. Type star and press enter. I mean, like, for specific things, like, Twitch only lets you upload certain image types for emotes. And I think Discord is the same. So if you, like, force it to look at everything and then just pick something that isn't supported, then, I wouldn't expect it to work, right? I don't know, I've got a very simple brain for those kind of things. I just like shitposting, so you gotta have lots of memes on hand. Yeah. Alright, 79 for Duck. Pretty standard, I think. Snopea trying to fit the corner piece into the bottom middle of the puzzle. That is not the right color. Ooh, Snopea losing control over the hand. It's going a little too fast. This is going to be like a 77 for Snopea, I think. So both of them split on opening JRL. Best possible time for Snopea showing 44.15, and Duck showing a 43.52. So Duck's actually on a pretty decent run, I think. Only plus 11 on his PB, which is weird. Although I think Duck has double green Klungo 2 splits, so... Oh, Duck's comparing against a 44.55 now. That's why he's plus 11. So that's gotta be like either, you know, most recent run, which would have been the race. So I'm not entirely sure. Duck having problems getting onto the signpost. Okay, there we go. Got both the notes. I know that was happening to Snopea during her last race. We'll see if Snopea can get up on the sign. Duck is ahead by 1 full minute. He's definitely not ahead by 1 full minute. GDO is the biggest meme catcher in Miles. Knows them all. I just try to be well informed. Snopea waited a really long time on the Switch that 3rd time. I mean, that's all I really post in my Discord. I have a channel for memes. I filter out all the bad ones that, you know, all the Twitter meme bots post, and then everyone can look at all the good ones. You gotta get through a lot of chaff to, like, you know, see the beauties. Then again, you know, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. One of my favorite memes is Dat Boy, and I know a lot of people hate it, so... What's not to love about a frog on a unicycle? Right? It's simple, it's funny. He's got a great catchphrase. Here come Dat Boy. So, yeah, currently going off their best possible times. I guess Duck doesn't have an enter JRL time. So, but Snopea does, so I guess we'll find out after how much the, you know, the signpost affected him. Ooh, Snopea with some bad swims there. Swim, swum, swam. Swum? Could have sworn there was a swum. So yeah, after Leave JRL, I'll compare their best possibles again, and we'll see if anything's changed. But Duck definitely losing time from the signpost, but not so much, only like 6 seconds, I think. So we got 44.01 for Duck, and Snopea's gonna be something like 44.25 or 6. I feel like she's definitely losing a little bit. Okay, so 44.27, so currently a 26-second difference between them. Not bad. Klungo could affect that, and I mean, you never know, Hagwon could as well. There's also another bonk opportunity But I know that Duck probably has a faster Hag 1 than Snopea, just because Duck does grenade quick shots, and Snopea doesn't. So that will definitely, you know, come into play. Obviously, Duck's looking for blue potion. But I'm on the red potion Klungo 2 train, to be honest. Green into red, like chef's kiss. Just simply because, like, I feel like most of the time you're gonna have a faster red potion Klungo 2 than blue. Just because, I mean, it's kind of laggy. The two clones splitting up are, like, you know, pretty long. I mean, if you do what Duck's doing right here, it's slower for sure. But if you, like, you know, shoot your egg forward and hit him, like, before he jumps, then I feel like most of the time it's somewhat faster than blue potion. Just because if you get bad clone RNG, then you have to, like, you know, kind of run out of the way. So Snopea with a way faster Klungo 2 than Duck. And yeah, nice double red. It's nice to have the same RNG. And I mean, I think both of them had pretty much the same. There were no bonks. Same Klungo potions. I mean, Snopea had way better flies than Duck did, but kind of, you know, didn't capitalize. And then, yeah, the only thing is Snopea got +1 prison code try. So, of course, I guess I am talking a little too early. We still have one more jam jars here for Snopea. And if she bonks, then it's like, you know. Okay. No bonks. Very good. Very good. Yeah. See, it really does make a difference. Because otherwise you... What the hell? The game time on Snopea's third file is so long. It was like 114 hours or something. Holy shit. I've never seen a game time so long before. That was really hilarious, actually. Is that her practice spot? Maybe, I don't know. I'm sure Snopea's reading chat. Oh my god, that's so long. Or a first playthrough. That's so long for a first playthrough. That's her manip file. I mean, it would be funny to kind of just, like, go into your manip file and just let it sit, right? Just to get the highest manip file of all time. Because, I mean, game time is so important, right? God damn, I've never seen 3 digits before in a file. Why were we even able to see her, like, game files anyway? You should be, like, hovering so fast over each of the portraits, right? We shouldn't have been able to see any information on the file, so yeah, exactly. Like, I think my manip files, I only have one now because I deleted all my other ones just so I wouldn't accidentally, like, because when I was playing around with 100% and no DCW stuff, I kept confusing which file was which, so I just deleted them all. So I only have the 1 minute file now. And I have a Game Shark now that works with Banjo-Tooie, so I can just, you know, plug it in just to get the manips that I want. Hey there, Tips Up Tooie. Thanks for the raid. I saw you were doing some pracky earlier. We got a pretty tight race going on. Yeah. I mean, I had a Game Shark, like, what's my old Game Shark here? I had a Game Shark 2.2 for, like, years and years, but 2.2 doesn't actually work with Tooie. Sean got the wrong Game Shark. Yeah, so I got a 2.2 years ago and it doesn't work, but I just recently acquired a 3.3, so... Alright, so Snopea's got quite a long road to climb here. The time difference now is only 20 seconds. We got 44:32 for Snopea and 44:12 for Duck. So Duck would need to make... I mean, if Snopea has like a Hag 1 that is, you know, the same as her gold, Duck would need to make more than 20 seconds worth of mistakes. And I mean, it's pretty easy to do that. I mean, if you have like bad, you know, aim, you have bad, you know, battery phases, right? Because shooting the clockwork in can sometimes troll you. Like Snopea accidentally blew up an Ugger inside the drill during her last race, so that's another mistake that could happen. And then, of course, the fight to the death at the very end is also like, there's so many different things that could happen. But I mean, playing within 5 to, you know, 10 seconds of your gold split in Hag 1 is not too difficult, I would think, for someone like Duck. So he's probably got race number 1 in the bag. Unfortunately for Snopea, that Klungo cutscene skip miss at the beginning could have cost the race. I mean, obviously there's lots of things that could have been better, but I mean, just straight up losing 14 seconds for no reason is definitely one of those. I mean, I don't think it really matters. Like, people look up, but I mean, I don't think zooming in really reduces lag any more than just straight up looking up. It's just something to do while you're, like, just staring at the sky, right? Like... the Cull Frustum. Yeah, as long as you're looking up, it's fine. Alright, and Duck's been having real spicy grenade quick shots too, so... just kind of, you know, leads to better times overall. Duck's definitely going to bop the hell out of whatever splits he's running against. Oh, shizzle. He's got 56 seconds to save over his current Hag 1. Oh! Snopea did it again! Ah, you gotta stop going to the outside. I mean, that if it was close, now it's like unobtainable, basically. That's a pretty timely mistake. That's a great two-part emote. Damn, never forget the pallbearers meme. That was such a great meme. The dancing pallbearers. I'm sure if you look back far enough in the Banjo Discord to when that meme was a thing, I mean, we were posting them like every day. Pallbearers. I get it now. I get it now. Thank you for saying that out loud. I would have never realized. Alright, 30 health left for Duck. 40 health left for Snopea and a lengthy cutscene. Pretty clean fight for Duck, I would say. Snopea taking an extra hit there. You notice flawless. Alrighty, and time! 44-13 for Duck. Let's go Dragon win. Alright, GG's, Duck.
GG.
GG's. Very
I won?
close race. You did win. Stopee's just finishing up. She's got 15 health left.
Okay. Sweet.
Yep. Would have been much closer, but a combination of accidentally blowing up a clockwork inside the drill and missing the Klungo cutscene skip kind of cost a close race. But I think even with those two things, I think you still had it in the bag. And time! 44-55. Let's drag Snopea in. Alright, GG's. I know, right?
Feel the same.
That was not a good time in Hack 1.
Yeah.
I had a little bit of a panic at the end. Also, more battery issues.
Yeah, same thing you did yesterday as well.
Yesterday with the battery, I thought I didn't go far enough left. I was like, oh, the guy's kind of in the middle, so I'll go further left this time. But then he was further left.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I just kind of jump off the cable over the Ugger.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to do, and he just happened to be like right where I needed him to not be both times.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah. Overall, I don't really have too much to say. I mean, both of you guys had semi-clean runs overall.
What'd you get in the end, Duck?
44-13.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. I was just telling Duck. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I felt like that run was super sloppy. I was like raging the whole time.
Yeah, I mean, there was, little bits and pieces here and there, but I mean, like, overall, like, there wasn't anything super major that either, well, Snopea is.
At the start.
The
Hack 1. I messed up the Klungo cutscene again while being, when you're like, okay, I'm gonna take it real slow and real careful, and then you just do it anyway.
Snopea,
I only lost 4 seconds to PB.
What's the game time on your file 3, by the way? Because we saw that when you were setting up your cutscene, and I was like, what the hell?
This is my childhood save file that I shared with my younger sibling. And we played
14 hours with
we have 12 hours in MT.
Oh my god.
I think 17 hours in HFP or something like that.
Yeah, that's pretty insane.
I think we might have just been playing a lot of like kickball and stuff, to be honest, not in the minigame menu. Anyway, I need the bathroom, so I'll be right back. Sorry.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead. But yeah, I think your two biggest time losses, I think, were probably GGM early. Like, I think you guys were synced.
And the detonator.
Yeah, you guys were synced after detonator, like going back into Wumbas. All the way through up until Mumbo Notes, I think. So, it was a decent chunk of time. Always fun to see that. And then the notes on Plateau.
Yeah,
Is,
dude, I hate those notes.
yeah. The same thing happened to Snopey in the race yesterday as well against Dango.
Just like grab the ledge, honestly, at this point. Not even try the ground pound.
Yeah, if I miss the first ground pound, I'll usually just grip grab up for the second notes. It's just not worth spamming ground pound for no reason.
Mm-hmm.
BT Stony kickball tourney when people have been, memeing about having a kickball tourney tournament for like years, but getting like net play set up for Banjo-Tooie multiplayer just sounds like a headache. And then, yeah, you got the better of the two prison codes. Both of you had the same Klungos, green into red, but
Oh yeah.
yeah, Snopey got third try.
I miscounted the potions on the second one. I counted wrong, so I didn't
Yeah.
do the ending properly. I did really slow Klungo red, and I
Yeah,
got
I think
second strike code.
Eric's was saying in chat because Snopey did do a pretty good like red, shot. I think he said 5 seconds.
Yeah, it seems like a lot.
Yeah, which is like, I don't know. I've started, saying that I love red potion over blue because half the time you have to wait for the clones to get out of the way in blue, and it kind of defeats the time you save from the shorter
Yeah,
animation.
it almost feels like they're the same.
Yeah.
For me, time-wise, they feel the same.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I feel like I've been losing time over red to blue potion on my own splits, so I don't know. Until someone proves me otherwise, I'm an advocate for red second instead of blue. As long as I don't get blue first. There's got to be a green in there somewhere.
Mm-hmm. I've had green first. Well, I shouldn't say this now, but I've had green potion first on like my last 5 races.
Damn, that's pretty good luck. I have
Yeah.
streams like that where you go so many attempts in a row with green potion first try code, but then you just waste the run to something stupid like crash landing a beak bomb or something. But yeah, both of you had really scary slumbers too.
Oh yeah, I was like, I jumped so far to the right, I didn't think I was gonna make it.
I didn't think you were gonna make it either, and I thought Duck wasn't even gonna make it to the Jiggy before waking up Slumber. You pecked really low to the ground, and both of you guys, I was like, man, there's no way that you're getting the Jiggy, and then both of you had really perfect landings where you didn't, you could just shoot
didn't
your
have to
grenade right
adjust
away.
after,
It was great.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've actually never failed that trick, so I don't even know what it looks like to be close to failing it. I've never woken him up.
You can do it out of Talon Trot to save a tiny bit of time, but it's so much. It's very doable, but it's also way tighter. Talon Trot is so free.
Xenernicus and General Toucans pulled that out in their race.
Oh, so, did they?
Yeah,
nice. Yeah, I'm too afraid. I would absolutely just land in the grass.
All right. Let me update the score because I always forget to do that. And are you guys both ready for game 2?
Yes. 1 second. Yes.
I'll even give you 2. Okay. All right. Duck leads the series 1-0. This could be match point, or we could be going to a game 3. Are you both ready to start?
Yep.
All right. I'll count you down, and we'll get her started in 3, 2, 1, go. And good luck.
All right. Good luck.
All right, off they go into their respective calls. And I will go ahead and start them up, get them all nice and synced, and we're ready for game number 2. All right, Snopey is setting up Klungo cutscene skip very carefully this time. Very good. Almost walking back into the trigger. She was far enough. Alright, for anyone who is late to the party, these tournaments races are best 2 out of 3. I was toying with the idea of like 3 out of 5 grands, winners, losers, but I was like, no, people would hate that, so I just decided to stick with 2 out of 3 for the whole tournament. Because, I mean, doing like 5 of these races back to back in one sitting just sounds like really terrible. Oh my god, double green. Duck was just saying that his last like 5 runs, or his 5 race runs, have been all green potion. So, I mean, adding a 6th one onto that, you can't complain about that. Oh, Duck missing the egg shot. Oh, and he's running away. This is bad. I mean, at this point, you can't shoot eggs. I mean, you can, but Klungo just keeps running. If Duck misses the cycle, it's going to be so bad. Oh, he gets it just in time. Unfortunately, really bad start. I would have to go back and look at that egg shot to see exactly what happened, but this is going to put Duck behind by quite a little bit. Snopea with a 155 Klungo, and yeah, Duck's going to have like a 210. Not even a 210, it'll be like a 212. So, yeah. So it's kind of the opposite of like what happened last race, right? You know, except this time it's like, you know, Duck failed the Klungo cutscene skip instead of Snopea, right? So, but he didn't. It was just Green Potion Klungo. So, yeah, not a great start to this race. But I mean, at this point in the race, like Snopea also has the best possible time, but we're still really early. So, I mean, like last race, we're kind of back on even footing, right? Like, starting a race plus 16 or 17 seconds, like on the very first split, 2 minutes into the run, does kind of suck. I've been there. A lot of people have also been there. So, I guess we're just going to have to wait and see what happens. It's... Whew. It's still super early in the race. Ooh. Before I started the first race, I went to go grab some water. And this water does not taste right. Ugh. Yeah, I'm not drinking any more of that. It's like someone dumped pine needles in it or something. Do not like that. So rip me in my water dreams, I guess. I'll have to grab more during the break. Thank you for the tits of me, Pixel. Such a great emote. There's lots of emotes I could say that's such a great emote too. Custom emotes on Twitch were probably one of the best things that ever happened to Twitch. Like, I remember when I first started watching Twitch back in like 2012, I think. I don't know if it was 2012. It might have been 2013. It was after it wasn't Justin TV anymore. Ooh, that was a really nice GGM early. But seeing all the emotes that streamers could have on their chats were like really cool. Ooh, Duck almost getting that first try, and now he's moving a little too far forward. It's pretty goated. What is that? 7TV? Is that just the emote? Meditational breathing exercises. Don't they call that Hammond breathing? Right? Is there an emote for 7TV? That's the one you just posted. It's just called 7TV. It's just TV is in caps. Anyway, not getting super distracted by this. Duck had a really, really rough GGM early. So, coupled with the GGM early, Snope's got quite a lead going into this. Having a little bit of a lead in GGM is really nice because when all the bullshit happens in Mayhem Temple, you have a bit of leverage to not be, like, behind. Oh, yeah. I mean, Franker Face Z was also good, and then, you know, better Twitch TV emotes as well. But, I mean, to have, like, a lot of emotes of those, you had to, like, pay or, like, you know, subscribe, you know, give them some donation, which, I mean, I was fine doing that because, I mean, they're a great, it's like subbing to someone's Patreon, right? But, with 7TV, they gave you way too many emotes. Like, I log into 7TV and I see that I have 1,000 free emote slots. You know I'm adding the stupidest emotes I've ever seen in my life. QueenSnopea with a little bit of a pause on the detonator levitation. Duck waiting as well. It looked like Duck wasn't holding up. Like, Duck probably, like pressed up AB all kind of at the same time. Which sounds kind of awkward. I guess it makes the button press a little better. But I feel like it would almost make you fail it easier, too. I don't know. Seems kind of weird. Excuse me, I'm just gonna sniff this water. Yeah, something smells weird about this. It's not just my weird taste buds. I don't know. I'll figure it out. It's just so strange. That's all. That's why I keep going back to it. Who did this? Someone's poisoned the watering hole. Almost spotted Japanese N64. Yeah. Imagine not just defacing the inside of your console. I just like cut out the plastic bits on the inside of my N64. I mean, a Japanese N64 cart versus an N64, like the region mod on N64 is a physical mod, not software, so. And yeah, BK isn't faster. Alright, P-Hut basement. Here we are again. Oh! Alright, Snopey makes it out so far. Okay, no mistakes. Duck getting there. We'll see if Duck has a good one as well. Such a long wait on the lamp. It's so incredibly, incredibly relatable. Like, every single time I try to do Power Hut Basement fast, I just end up dying. That egg was going to Narnia. It's different farts. What are you, Schlongster? Another goated emote. Ooh, That was almost a little too far left from Duck, but luckily the fire egg has just enough of a hitbox reach that it like can like reach out and I don't know, tickle the fire switch a little bit. Alright, Snopea maintaining a little bit of a lead going back to do the first puzzle. Current best possible time by 19 seconds, which I feel like is a little bit less, so Duck probably had a better GGM overall. But I actually don't remember what the times were earlier, so... I mean, Light, you can buy a Japanese N64 and then just, you know, cut out the little pieces that, like, you know, prevent the carts from not fitting in the slots. I know some people don't like doing that, but, I mean, it's probably cheaper than importing a North American N64. As far as I know, that's the only difference, is the region lock tray. Ooh, that was a really nice looking puzzle from Duck. That last piece is so terrible, though, having to, like, move all the way across. Oh my god! You have a PAL N64? Well, you're French, right? So... I would imagine you have a PAL N64 if you just bought one from a store near you. Alright. Snopea with a nice gold split on the GGM1, I just noticed. Only active PAL BK runner? I mean, Trep? But I mean, that's Xbox. Actually, I'm pretty sure that's also not PAL. Oh, okay, gotcha. Gotcha. Alright. A Jinjo cutscene separates the two. I wonder if they're gonna be out. Ah, just a little bit. I thought, like, Duck was gonna go into the Jinjo cutscene as, like, Snopea came out of the Jinjo cutscene. Yeah, I mean, if you want to be competitive, then you'll have to get either an N64, you know, that works in non-PAL regions. Alright, Snopea getting bumped by the snake. We'll see if Duck can have an equally as brilliant snake as the first one. This is the second time Duck's done this, where he, like, backflips, you know, in just the right way that, you know, he stays. Oh my god, I thought Snopea was gonna land there. or missed the Jinjo there. Right. And Snopea's really good at like hitting that banana, but staying in flight. I feel like if I tried to do that on purpose, I would just land like every time. Ooh, Duck almost missed the Jinjo too. Oh, Duck bonks. 2 feathers right away. Oh, Duck's actually taking a bit of a... Ooh, that's not good. Yeah, I think if you use 2 feathers right away, you have no problem grabbing the Jiggy in flight. But, I mean, I've only seen so many people recover from that mistake as well, so... Yeah, that was 100% a crash land. I think if Snoopy would have waited like another half second before that beak bomb, I think it would have been fine. But, I mean, if Snoopy would have made that beak bomb, it would have... I don't think it would have been that hard to stay in flight, but it would have been like pretty amazing to see, not gonna lie. Some of the early flies juking out of the way, dodging. Duck staying in flight, grabbing the treble clef, having... I mean, that one fly is kind of far, but the others are like nowhere in sight. Oh, the last one's probably right above his head. Oh, there it was. It was like facing the back of the field. Alright, a little bit of time lost for Snoopy, but still a long way. Oh, Duck grabbed the skill stop honeycomb. I mean, that basically negates the time save. But I mean, Duck had a pretty terrible section there, all things considered. But I mean, that's just the way it works, like compounding things. Missing the Jiggy on top of the temple, I think, is one of like the most frustrating mistakes. Because, I mean, yeah, you can, like, I mean, running down the temple in Talon Trot is hard in itself because you can, like, you know, you don't run straight down. You kind of bump and bob yourself down, and if you don't, like, hold back and, you know, prevent yourself from doing that, then you just, like, you know, take fall damage, so. Snoopy with first try code, very nice. Duck's turn. For something try code. Ooh, another first try code. So, yeah, both of them, well, I guess they didn't get first strike, or they didn't get same code in the first race, but, I mean, both green potion, both first try code. Not bad. Duck getting stuck on the door a little bit. Snoopy missing the rail track, but I honestly don't think it even matters. Everyone likes jumping to the rail track, but I feel like it's almost laggier. It looks cool to be able to do the, like, quick jump, but is it faster than just jumping straight down? I haven't timed it because I'm terrible at the jump, and I keep flapping at a Talon Trot when I do it. I don't think it makes you have any straighter of a line. This might just be propaganda. Like, I could just be lying to everyone, trying to convince that you don't need to do the jump, when really it does save time. Hey, there's Shaman Ninja. All I'm saying is, the strat that I do, I feel like more people could do it. And it wouldn't be bad. Hello, run in a week. I have a feeling there's a fun origin of that username. Duck's behind. Yes, Duck is quite behind in this run. Duck had a very unfortunate Klungo 1. And then on top of the Klungo 1, a very unfortunate MT as well. So, I mean, all in all, their best possible times haven't really drifted from each other. Snope's best possible time is currently 43.28, and Duck's is 43.46. So that's only like, how many seconds? Like 18 seconds, which I feel is what it, which I feel like is what it was before they did MT. Run a game for a week, then move on to the next. It's been pretty fun. I feel like we've had this conversation before. Duck just putting down the piece and be like, I'll move it later. Can't do that. Absolutely can't do that. Failed blue potion? It was actually a failed green potion. Alright, it's Witchy World time. Snopea had some problems with the tent rope in the previous race. And so if those problems manifest again, Duck could catch up quite a bit here. Of course, you know, if Duck has a good tent rope. But, I mean, there's also other things that could happen. You know, getting hit by the Fruity. Snopea did accidentally bill drill after coming down from the cactus. Must have missed and lost him for a little bit. That's exactly what happened. I think Duck's Klungo 1 was like a 213. Which is like, you know, a lot of time lost. It's like almost 20 seconds, I think, to an optimal Klungo, green potion Klungo. I mean, lots of people have done it, Dingpot. Like, I've seen a lot of people miss the Klungo egg shot and then have Klungo run away. Like, you know, they shoot a wrong clone. I mean, you can't really mess up red potion, but other than just like, you know, missing the egg poop or something like that. But lots of people have had green potion Klungo run away and, you know, hit a wrong clone in blue potion. Or we get hit by the weasel. Are they weasels? I don't know, they're the bad guys. Because they go bad. So I feel like Duck is gaining a lot of headway on Snopea in this Witchy World so far. I mean, Duck did get clobbered by the Fruity at the very beginning of the level, but I mean, Snopea got kind of stuck behind the Wild West door for quite a while. Pixel Weasels. It's Pixel Wessels. Duck landing in the water this time. Last time he did a strat that looked like that. Ooh, accidental bill drill. Last time he did a strat that looked like that, he just kind of landed, you know, on the side of the... Oh! Okay. He landed on the side of the pool and took a bunch of fall damage. Damn, that was a crazy tent rope for Snopea. Alright, let's see Ducks. Ooh, camera immediately just leaves. Okay, looking good, looking good, looking good. Grabs the Jinjo. Everything is peachy. Whoa! Snopea aiming to outer space. Always good to see someone who enjoys someone racing. Like me. That's why I'm here in the first place. Alright, overall, pretty shaky Witchy Worlds from both of them, I think. But I think, all in all, Snopea definitely had the better one. Alright, puzzle time, it's puzzle time. And, so yeah, overall, Duck's still quite a little bit behind. He's definitely gaining ground, though, I feel. Definitely gaining ground. The difference is, I mean, the difference is still 18 seconds. It's been 18 seconds for, like, the last 30 minutes. And the race isn't even 30 minutes long, right? So... Duck is... If Duck has a good Hag 1, though, he's going to be saving a lot of time over Snopea in Hag 1. And I mean, I say that, but I think their golds are, like, pretty similar. Ooh, that was... I think that was a mistake. That wasn't a, oops, I put the piece in the wrong spot. That was a... Those pieces looked almost exactly the same. That was just pretty bullshit, I think. 79 for Snopea. Let's have a look at Duck's puzzle. I hate it when you go to put a piece in spot and it looks... the picture looks perfect with the piece in its, like, place. Ooh, Duck almost with an 81, but failed to pick up that last piece. See a lot of you when you get to Booter. Yeah. I mean, it just depends on if you're willing to, you know, slot it into your schedule over other things, right? When is it safe to reset? If you split on the fade out, like, you know, you split on opening puzzles. If you split on the fade out, you can wait 22 seconds. 22 seconds exact is, like, basically the earliest you can reset. Maybe you can reset, like, a frame or two earlier, but at that point you're risking not having the game save. Oh, for DCW. I don't remember the exact time. It's like, after the screen freezes, it's like 1.8 seconds or something like that. But I usually wait 2. You don't have to wait till the screen transition. 1.5, yeah. 1.5 is probably just the earliest, but yeah, you could wait like, you know, 1.75 to 2 to make it safe. It's really hard to kind of look at your timer and look at the screen at the same time. I know that what PG used to do when managing like different times like that for like Chili Willy's ice ball shots and stuff like that was he would start a second timer, like, you know, because you have your game timer running, but then he would start a second timer to kind of time the difference. So when you see the screen freeze, you could start a second timer and have it count to like 1.5 seconds, and then when it hits that, then you can just reset. That would be the most optimal way to do it. But that also requires, you know, having a second timer open. Oh, you just split and unsplit? That's not a bad idea either. Ooh, that ooh. Looked like Snopea turned to the left a little too early, but it was fine. Octopus was very kind. The Inky wasn't stinky. Duck is very high here, but, I mean, still didn't get hit by the tentacles. Looked very high, but was still low enough. Yeah, Light, if you're hoping to race Pixel, you better be ready to do those 1 a.m. races. Pay me at this point. Alright, Snopea out. Snopea on a pretty sick PV pace right now. Currently plus 3 seconds on her splits, but with the best possible time of 43.50. Alright, and here's the moment everyone's waiting for. Is the Klungo 2 going to be generous for them? Best possible time for Duck is 44.04, so if Duck has a decent end of his run, I mean, if Snopea doesn't PB, then it's pretty over. I've never, like, competed in Magic other than, like, for fun drafts. Where you can only, like, win packs and stuff, so. Red Potion, Klungo 2. My favorite. Snoopy's got a lot of time to save on Klungo 2 split. 11 seconds. I don't know if that's versus Green Potion, or if that's just, you know, how it is, but... Blue Potion for Duck. So Duck has the opportunity to get really terrible luck here. Is this on original hardware or emulation? This is on original hardware. Banjo-Tooie does not emulate very well. What, are you playing Legacy? I mean, yeah, I guess Commander. I feel like I could never play in a Commander tournament just because, like... Just because there's so many terrible Commanders that people would probably whip out in, like, you know, competitive play. Alright, 44.09 versus 43.56 for Snopea. Still anyone's game. Of course, the best possible time does factor in Duck's quick shooting, so 1v1 20 PV commander. Oh, so it's like CEDH? Like, I assume PV is point value? Like, I don't know. Either way, I've never heard of dual commander. Duck's shadow is flickering. I mean, that just happens on N64. The game plays all sorts of visual and audio tricks. Alright, we got double Hag 1 cutscene going on. Yeah, I haven't played any Commander in a long time, just because, like, you know, after COVID happened, my friend groups that I played Magic with started doing more Magic over Discord. And I'm not a huge fan of playing Magic, like, on the computer. I'd rather do it, like, in person. and so I just haven't played much. But I got some fun decks. But I haven't updated any of my decks in a long time. Magic has gotten like kind of too expensive to buy cards for, so, and Hasbro is not making that any easier. But I got a fun Joda Super Friends, which used to be Golos until it got banned. And then I got Jaliva. She's a fun one. I mean, I don't do like 4-player commander. Like, if we have 4, sure, but I mean, I play like 3, 5-player commander or whatever. Doesn't matter how many numbers you have. 1v1. And yeah, I don't really play cards at, you know, any of my local game stores either. Just because there's too many sweaty people there. Both physically and, like, in the game. They play to win, not to have fun. Alright, it's the moment of truth. They're both going into Hag 1. A new set every month. I mean, the sets don't come out super often, but it's the other stuff that comes out. Like, there's always a new deck coming out, and, like, you know, promotional this, and fun deck that, and, you know, commander precon this, and it's like, there's just way too many avenues to acquire new cards. So, I feel like I just took all my decks and stasised them. Like, it was one of those, like, you know, I'm gonna not pump any more value into this because I like the way the decks play now. So I'm just gonna stop buying cards for them. And if I want to build a new deck, then I will focus on new cards. But I'm tired of upgrading my existing decks. Iron Man soon as your commander. I don't mind that sort of thing. But yeah, I'm not a huge fan of playing cube either, but some cubes are fun. A friend of mine owned an uncube, and that was fun. That was a fun draft. Alright, Hag 1, here it is. So, basically every mistake that Snopea makes is going to be good for Duck. Duck's currently on pace to beat the run he did earlier by 3.3 seconds, nailing a 44.10. So, Duck's best possible time right now is a 44.09. So, not going to be a PB or anything special. But Snopea is currently minus 1.3 seconds with 43.57. So Snopea could PB by a good 6 seconds if she has a really good Hag 1 fight here. And if she does, then we're going to game 3. Not that there's any pressure. That being said, Snopea has crumbled under the pressure of Hag 1. In the past races we've seen. I mean, even last race, like, Snopea is going to be watching that clockwork inside the, you know, the exhaust port, you know, really, really carefully. Ooh, Duck not firing enough eggs. Ruin the story. I mean, I stopped caring about Magic's story, like, a long time ago. My favorite story in Magic the Gathering was the War of the Spark. Bolas's invasion of Amonkhet and, like, that whole, like, story following Bolas, because Bolas is my favorite Magic the Gathering character. But then once War of the Spark ended, I was like, I just don't care anymore. So. Never forget that Vraska and Jace kissed. I don't even know where they are in the story right now. I think I stopped paying attention to what was even happening in the Magic the Gathering universe when that Strixhaven came out. I was like, it's too much. Eldraine was fun, but yeah, when Strixhaven came out, I was like, I just don't care. Alright. You can do this, Snopey. Don't blow up your clockwork on the Ugger. There we go. Very nice. That was probably the laggiest explosion I've ever seen in my life, but at least at least you didn't blow it up too early. Alright, Duck blown up the first battery too. This is very, very close. Yeah, we take those. But we're still not to the intense part of the fight yet. Snopey making sure that she's still on fire eggs. Even though she never leaves fire eggs. Ooh, that looks like an awkward angle. Okay, Snopey did aim to the right. I was very worried that Snopey was going to try and take that shot, like, straight on. Just kind of fire forward. That would have been a very bad idea. Alright, Snopey going into the fight to the death. Duck firing the light. Ooh, that was a nice clockwork jump. Kind of a blind angle jump. Duck gonna be blowing up the cutscene, and he'll be starting this cutscene right as Snopey's ending it, so... Here we go. Can Snopey defeat the odds in PB? Possibly. Went for that health, didn't quite get it, but don't want to panic. Don't do anything different than what you'd normally do, right? Same for Duck. Switch eggs, quickly get out of the way, grenade quick shot, nothing out of the ordinary. Oh, what's going on? I was like, there's no eggs being fired. What's happening? Alright. Toxic gas incoming. 15 health for Duck. We're getting right down to it. This is hopefully the time where nothing bad happens. 1 health left. And time! GG's Snopey, 43-58. Let's go ahead and drag her in. Alright, GG's Snopey. And time for Duck.
Oh, God.
Alright, GG's Duck. Snopey is the victor of game number 2 by a very small amount.
Yeah, I know that I split a little late on mine, but I finally got a 43 something.
Yeah, it was
so.
definitely a 58.
That's what I
I'm pretty
thought.
sure that's what I had. Yeah, Duck with a pretty rough start to this race. It was basically the same thing that happened to you,
places.
except different. Yeah.
Duck, I just don't know why that happened. I feel like I get green potion, do it the same way every time, and then just like out of the blue, just like totally doesn't work sometimes. I don't know.
Yeah,
I know the feeling.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out what happened, but I'd have to watch it back. Either it was your first poop was too late, or your egg shot after was too late. But I mean, either way, it just super sucks. And then after that, Klungo just runs away. I mean,
Neither one of my eggs hit the potion, the poop or the shot.
Oh,
nothing hit the potion.
Yeah. I think I said this to Snopey yesterday. Yeah, when that happens, like, you just gotta run up to him and peck him. If you keep trying to shoot eggs, hoping he walks forward, it's like, I mean, he just keeps running
really
away.
Lucky.
Yeah. So, yeah, I think the difference between your 2 times was like 18 seconds exactly, I think, from that point until like pretty close to the end of the race. Like, I think, Snopey was losing time, but I mean, I think it looked like you were gaining, but I don't know, everything kind of just kept staying the same. Different things in each area.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, overall you almost made it. Almost. Just like
Yeah.
another 15 probably.
Well, you know, she got a PB. That's good. That makes it hard.
Yeah. Yeah, running against anyone with a PB time, like, I mean, if you have time to spare, it's good, but when you have a start that's bad, it's just like, just gotta hope for the best, do my best.
Mm-hmm.
All right, with that being said, I am gonna take a quick bathroom break and get some water that doesn't taste like pine needles, so I will be back in like 2 minutes.
I'll come back later then.
Okay, sorry. It's morning and I'm thirsty and I'm racing and I'm nervous and I need the bathroom every approximately one Banjo-Tooie any percent no Bitclips speedrun. Did I come back to the others being on break too? Wait, what? Don't mind me just reacting to my recommended channels having official whitest kids you know. It's a name I haven't heard since like 20. I don't think I could even give it a year. Yeah, okay. Cool. Well, I'm here to... I was gonna say to entertain, but I think I'm just gonna be drinking water. So I can use the bathroom again after the next race. If you want my thoughts on my run...
Right, I'm back.
It was welcome back. I was like, I'm just gonna talk about random things until someone's back. Oh, I tumbled at the treble clef. That was not fun, but also didn't lose me that much time because I finally got a first try code.
Oh, good. That helps.
I don't think I've had first try code since the group stage. Oh yeah. I also got cornered by the Rat Man in the western zone when I was trying to go for the first note by the doors there. I thought I dodged him, but he fully spun around while he was swinging the hammer.
I am back. Okay, I return.
Welcome back.
Okay, welcome back.
Oh, thank you.
I was reflecting on the couple of problems that I could remember from the run. Like getting hammered by a rat man in Witchy World.
Oh, that reminds me. Are you aiming left on your MT or your JSG early on purpose? For me, because when you did that in the first race, I was like, this is not what Snopea usually does. This has to be a jab at me.
There's two layers. The first layer is I felt like, you know, when you're right on that the corner, where it's like you're not quite on the flat side of the door, I was like, ooh, I don't like that I'm kind of to the right of the corner here. I feel like I should try and move a bit to the left, and then I was just aiming there. And then the second time I was like, well, that worked last time. I bet I can give GTO another heart attack.
Yeah. Well, aiming to the left makes it not heart attack worthy. I just noticed it because I was expecting it to be the scuffed way that you normally do it, and then all of a sudden it wasn't. So.
Yeah, it was a combination. Oh yeah, I should reset my timer. I'm ready whenever.
Okay, Duck, you ready?
Yep.
Cool.
Give it
All
up
right.
for game 3.
Oh, I need to update the score on the stream just so everyone's like, oh, is this not game 3? Okay, here we go. This one is for all of the marbles. No pressure. Okay. Snopea, Duck, are you both ready to go?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. I'll count you down and we'll get her started. So start it up in 3, 2, 1, go. Good luck.
Good luck.
Good.
Alrighty. Off they go for game number 3. This is for all of the marbles, like I said. The winner of this is gonna advance into the bracket, and the loser is out of the tournament. So, hope for the best, is all I can say. Any mistake you make, you know it's gonna be, rough to recover from. Obviously, I mean, everyone has those spots where you can do good here, you can do good there, kind of thing. So, both of them going into Klungo around the same around the same time. Hopefully, we see another double green potion. That would be good. Duck with a green potion, Snopea with a green potion. So that's actually insane that both of them had double green every race for their set. When I got up, did I grab myself some water? I absolutely did not. I grabbed myself a nice tall glass of milk. Duck continuing the same RNG. Okay, got hit, but at least that one, the potion hit, so both of them having about the same green potion. Duck not going to be getting a push at all. Snopea going to be getting a little bit of a push. He's had green every race. Every race today. I think he had green potion during his races against me, and maybe Candy Boots. I'm not sure. I would have to go back and see, but either way, Duck's off to a very good start this race. Compared to his previous splits. The best possible time is pretty close between the two of them, so I guess we'll see what happens. Second try Red House jump for Snopea. I feel like I haven't, been watching their Red Houses jump, because, I mean, I think it's just been like, okay, I guess it's first try Red House jump, but either way. Yeah, Duck was saying earlier that in his last 5 races he had green potion, but that was before race 2, so that would have accounted for his 2 races against Candy Boots and his 2 races against me, and then all 3 races today, so it's up to 7 now. But, I mean, if he loses this, then it's like, sure, he got all the green potion, but did it matter? Did it really? Any milk drinkers in chat? Normally I only, have milk to cook with. Or, put in smoothies or, cereal. I don't usually drink it straight up, but I don't know. I only had a little bit left, so I thought, you know what? It's milk time. It's milking time. So, Duck with the early lead. I mean, a few seconds, this early in the game doesn't really matter. GGM early is where it kind of gets split up. Snopea's had a pretty good track record with GGM earlies just because she does it from the front and she kind of lines herself up. Duck does go for the YOLO first try from the side, And I mean, it worked out for him like really well in his races against Candy Boots. I mean, like both times it was like 0th try, or if not 0, like first try. But in this set against Snopea, it's been it hasn't been working out so well for him. Like, I think, you know, last race was better than the first race, where he lost, you know, a lot of time to it. But, I mean, it just feels bad when you're on your, like, 5th or 6th jump for GGM early. So, I guess we'll see how it goes right here. Not quite. Yep, here we go. Same old problems. Snopea's angle is really tight, so she's going to have to move pretty far up. And, I mean, both of them had, you know, Snopea had to line it up for a second, and so, you know, she probably lost a little bit of time there to Duck, who was just kind of spamming the tries. But, I mean, all in all, I think it worked out pretty well for both of them. You like how this tourney had a lot of close races? I mean, that's just something really nice about, what's this? Oh. Yeah. That's just something really nice about, you know, short category races, I guess you could say. Like, this category doesn't really have that many really hard things in it. I mean, there's things that, you know, lose time if you don't do them right. Like, you know, GGM early is probably the biggest one. You know, things like JSG early, if you don't know how to do it and fail it, it's a lot of time lost, right? I think those are the only two, really. But everything else is, like, pretty simple. Like, that's the one thing that's really nice about this category, is that it's really easy to pick up as a new runner. And as a runner that's been playing Banjo-Tooie for a while, like both of these guys, it's like, you know, I mean, Snopea's done Tooie this, you know, over the years. Duck's been a Tooie runner of, like, almost every category, I think. So, you know, if you know the game, it's really easy to just pick it up and, like, you know, get an okay time. And when so many people are, like, within the same close skill level, it's really easy to have races that, you know, if the races go well, you know. First try detonator levitation from Snopea. Levitates her to first place in the race so far. And like I was saying last time, I don't know if Duck was holding up when going for that first attempt at detonator levitation, but I feel like not holding straight up and just kind of hitting up A-B at the same time kind of leads to, I don't know, a harder detonator levitation. I don't remember seeing if that's what he was doing this attempt as well, but I mean, either way, one fail is kind of frustrating. 2 fail is really frustrating, and after 3 fails, your run is basically done. 3 detonator levitation fails is like, just kill me now. That was a really good jump from Duck. I thought that he wasn't going to grab that note. Like, Kazooie must have just reached her wing out and just, like, grabbed it with the very tip of the feathers. I feel like with those kind of jumps where you kind of just grab the note nest and then kind of slide off in the other direction to do your jump are the jumps where you end up what's it called? Flapping out of Talon Trot. Do you have a favorite character? Easily Kazooie. Easily. Not even a question. And then after that, maybe Honeybee. Because, I mean, who could resist, right? Who could resist the sweet, sweet honey? Kazooie is just a fun character. Like, she's got, like, an attitude. Very sarcastic. Always, like, you know, takes jabs at people. Like, you know, and then Banjo has to reprimand her, right? What about Mrs. Boggy? I think Hag's got the lockdown on that one. I've seen her running through, his stream for a while. Weldar's your favorite character? I mean, Weldar is just a poor soul, you know. Just can't see anything. I mean, I feel like all of the boss characters have like, I mean, they're the title that they are announced. Ooh, that's an awkward angle for Snopea. I can't believe she trusted that shot. I would not have trusted that shot. I feel like all of the bosses, you know, they have like, you know, their little tagline, right? Target Zan, dizzy, despotic, totem god. It's like, I mean, he does nothing but like spin around in circles, but I mean, Target Zan's head doesn't spin in circles, right? So why would he be dizzy if his head didn't spin, you know? Like, it's his body that spins. Like Lord Wu Fak Fak, self-important anglerfish, right? When you see that, you're like, does he just call himself Lord? Like, is this just a thing? Like, he's not like a Lord Wu Fak Fak. That's just what he refers to himself as, right? Toots is the best character. Yeah, Toots is reduced to a pile of ashes by Gruntilda. Well, technically Gruntilda's sisters. DD Lux was crazy for Mrs. Boggy. DD Lux is just crazy in general. Oh man. 2 seconds better from Duck on that puzzle, so that's gonna propel him not into the lead, but definitely narrow the gap. Gone, reduced to atoms. Well, atom dust. Except his eyeballs. Like, I think the pile of ash still has, like, eyeballs. Just like, you know, lots of things in this game that shouldn't have eyeballs, right? Trying to think if there's any other characters that are like really worth noting that are funny. I mean, Boggy's pretty funny. It's just you know, watches TV, eats fish, right? Too fat to go sledding. George and Mildred Ice Cube, classic characters, classic. Both taken out far too early in their prime. Good GSG earlies from both of them. I hope it stays this close for the rest of the race, not gonna lie. Having a race being this close when you're doing, like, crazy beak bombs and all that sort of good stuff is, like, you know... It's really exciting to watch, and then they get to, like, you know, the flies, and, you know, both of them have equally shitty flies, and they end up coming out, like, 1 second on the other side, so, like, Duck will be ahead of Snopea then, right? Chili Willy and his brother Chili Billy. Yeah, I mean... Dragons, they just want their pizza. Oh, Snopea! That was scary. I hate those cats so much. Snopea with really weird camera changing here. Duck's got a much straighter line going to this pyramid. And Duck with his usual backwards backflip. Both of them flipped off. Dude, this is such a funny race compared to the last two. I like this. Alright, beak bomb time. See who does it better. This looks hype. It sure is, Nernicus. You missed a great set so far. Alright, for the first time in the series, Snopea doesn't get stuck on the banana. Is it actually a banana? I don't know. I've been saying it non-stop and no one's corrected me, so it is now. Man, both of them with such good flight sections. I'm just waiting for a bonk to, like, completely destroy one of their paces. But, I mean, so far this has been a bonkless set. We're in game 3 and we still haven't seen one. And I know I probably just summoned one into the, you know, later into the run, but I mean... Come on, frame count. We're still too early for that. Still too early for that. Duck has a faster... Ooh, Snopea's gonna have to wait here, yeah. Thank God. Duck with a pretty good beak bomb too. Ooh, stuck behind, so I had to walk forward a little bit. Alright, good flies for Snopea. Good flies for Duck, too. Snopea accidentally jumping onto the wrong side of the shed, so that's going to give Duck a little bit more of a leap forward. You know, fractions of a second. Snopea take... No, Snopea, what are you doing? Duck taking a major lead now. By major, I mean like 4 seconds, but still. If someone knows how to avoid the bonk, is that a game changer? Perhaps. Oh man, Snopea's movement here is just so awkward. Like, the MTs for both of them were looking so synced, right? And then all of a sudden, just, yeah, what Eric said, spaghetti. Spaghetti coming out of the pockets. Duck's going to be the first one to make it to prison code, so we're going to see if he keeps getting lucky with his prison codes. First race he had second try, second race he had first try. Let's see what he gets now. Not first try. Snopea does get first try, though. Oh, and Duck gets third try code. RNG strikes again. So, yeah, Duck's going to be losing a little bit of time to Snopea here. How much time? 14 seconds, to be exact. And by to be exact, I mean... not really exact, but, you know. Snopea's best possible time showing 43:09. Duck's best possible time showing 43:20. Could be due to Klungo differences in Klungo 2. I really don't know. I'm just the commentator. Oh! Snoopy taking a dip in the water. Sliding a little too far in Talon Trot. This is the part of the set, I feel, where the nerves are definitely highest. And that might be happening to Snoopy. Like, I don't know if either of them have the stream open. I imagine they're not, because, you know, both of them were surprised, or they didn't know that they won when they got pulled into the call. So I imagine both of them are playing blind. I know Snoopy's had chat open in the past, so perhaps this race too? I don't know. Either way, I think if you know that you're ahead in a Game 3 situation, it's just so nerve-wracking because all of a sudden the pressure is like on 100%. Alright, I didn't see Duck's puzzle split up. 87 for Snoopy. Duck looks like he's going to be getting a similar time. Just barely an 87. That could have been a very low 88, but the game said no. Guys, my milk is like 2/3 gone. And I'm getting sad. It's reaching its end. Milk is like one of those things I could just drink forever. I'm sure my gut wouldn't appreciate that, but I don't know. It's just so delicious. Especially chalky milk. But unfortunately, this is white. I thoroughly disagree with strawberry milk, but I don't mind banana milk. Alright, Witchy World puzzle time. Snoopy going immediately for the low-hanging fruit in the bottom. Ooh, grabbed the wrong piece by accident. That's kind of rough. Duck's got a much better puzzle split up. Oh my god. I think Duck could have probably gotten an 87 if he didn't mess up one of those pieces. That was a really good puzzle from Duck. I mean, yeah, it was a pretty free 85, to be honest. Again, could have been 86 easy. Maybe 87 if he was schmoovin'. Alright, Snoopy resetting a little bit early. Or, not early, but, you know. Dang, they are close. They sure are. Best possible time for QueenSnopea right now is 43:19. Lost quite a bit of time on those puzzles to gold. Duck with a current best possible time of 43:22. Resetting late. Yes. Did I say early? I think I meant to say Snoopy resetting earlier than Duck. Instead of Duck resetting early. An early reset in a game 3 that's this close would be just so terrible. Oh, I said Snoopy resetting early. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I meant to say Snoopy resetting earlier than Duck. Because Duck saw the glimpse of the cutscene, and Snoopy didn't. Alright, it's time for Witchy World. If there's any place in the game that Duck's gonna grab a lead here, it's definitely here. Not if he has this kind of time with the fruities, though. Although, in Game 1, we saw a lot of unintentional build drills coming from Snoopy. And in Game 2, we saw a lot of unintentional build drills come from Duck. So, I think this is the Witchy World that both of them have, like, epic Witchy Worlds. Okay. Not a very epic Witchy World to start for Snopea, but I guess that kind of makes up for Duck getting cleaved by the fruity lever. I feel like cleaved is the right word there. Also, I missed that. This race is so close, your nerves are high. Dude, just imagine how I feel, right? I'm sitting here knowing that one of these guys is coming for my blood. You know, I beat both of them in my races throughout the tournament, and I know one of them is coming for that rematch. Alright, it's time for the tent rope. Oh, Duck missing the note. Having to go back for it. Duck had a really awkward camera angle. Okay. Okay, Snopea only jumping once. Oh! Duck bonks on split up! Not only did I talk a bonk into existence, but I talked it into existence on the worst possible bonk. Oh, I feel so bad now. Oh my god, Duck has so many feathers. 65 red feathers. That's pretty insane, actually. I don't know where Duck got all his feathers from. Scripted, perhaps. Ooh, Duck not getting into Talon Trot for that. That was very ballsy. One wrong move and he would have slipped down the side of Dodgem Dome. Okay, so yeah, I just noticed, but yeah, Duck does what Dingo said. You know, when the screen freezes, he splits, counts the seconds to the reset, and then unsplits. You know, I saw that people were doing that previously, but I thought it was like, oh, people are just splitting by accident. I didn't realize there is actually like a point to that. That's actually kind of funny. But now that I've heard it, I can recognize it, and it's actually a really great idea. And I kind of want to start doing it too. So Duck, Dingo, and Xenernicus all did this, and this is the first time I'm actually noticing why. That's actually really funny. I would have never thought of doing that in like a million years. Well, maybe a million years, but not any less than that. It's a pretty decent puzzle from Snopea. Ooh, almost an 81. Let's see if Duck can beat an 81. Looking at this puzzle, like, layout, it looks like he's going to. Oh yeah, this is a great puzzle. But, yeah, another 81. It's so hard to tell puzzles, because some people have great splits, but kind of awkward hand movement, with, like, you know, the hand having to, like, go all the way across. Or the piece order they choose for their specific puzzle. It's just kind of awkward. Best possible time for QueenSnopea after JRL puzzle. 43:25. Best possible time for Duck. 43:39. So, QueenSnopea on PB pace, currently minus 19.6 seconds on her PB. Which is actually crazy. I would love to have a run that was minus 20 seconds. The image you see is always the same. I mean, the image you see is always the same. But yeah, at least it's not like the bottles bonus puzzles where you have to rotate the pieces. Oh, Duck, you can't have your camera to the side like that. You gotta be facing the fence. If the camera isn't like facing the signpost, it's like, I don't know if it makes it harder to get up on the fence. There's a lot of visual aid in certain things in this game. You don't know BT as well as BK. I'm exactly the opposite. The only problem with me is I have a really bad memory. So I know a lot about BT, but there's a lot of things I think I know about BT that are just straight up wrong. So gotta trust what I say, or take what I say with a grain of salt. That's just let this be a lesson to everyone. That's just what happens. That's just what happens when you look at as many memes as I do. Just your brain just turns to mush and you start forgetting important things. It's like the meme of the dude who's like, you know, my brain is like full of information. Every time I learn a new word, I forget an old one. And it's like you see him like you see him like taking a page out of a folder that says saute and like replacing it with one that says bussy. BK is my shit. I know a lot, just not Bitclips. Yeah, Bitclips are kind of fun. Oh, Snopea! I mean, Snopea will make it to the surface just fine, but gonna have to refill on health with jam jars here. A lot of awkward swim pumps too. I think Snopea's trying not to let the pressure. Duck might get tagged. I'm really shocked that Duck didn't get hit by that eel. I thought he might have had to swim straight for a little bit, so... Oh, you play on Xbox? Yeah. Are you having deja vu? I don't know, you'd be having less deja vu if you stuck around for the rest of the races. I mean, both of them are having pretty good runs, just Snopea is on, like, the run of her life. Were the first two races not this close? They were, but for different reasons. Like, this race has been pretty close overall, I would say. Both of them are on pretty good pace. But in game one, Snopea missed Klungo cutscene skip, and, you know, just never really caught up. And then in game two, Duck had to chase Green Potion Klungo around the entire arena, and just never fully caught up. But in this race, both of them have been having like pretty good runs, like, not gonna lie. The only really bad thing that happened to Duck was getting third try code over Snopea's first try code. Other than that, both of them have had great runs, and Snopea's run has just been a little greater. Klungo being this close to the door is really awkward for Snopea here. Just because, like, when Klungo's this close, the first clone kind of runs in an awkward spot. So, oh, Snopea found the window of opportunity. Sometimes that first clone can just straight up run into you. It's usually pretty hard for the clone to run into you when, you know, Klungo's closer to the center of the arena, like Duck's was. But yeah, having Klungo walk anywhere closer to the door than the center is always, like, super duper rough. But yeah, the first race, I guess, going back to your questions, Nernicus, the first race was like, I think the difference between the two were like 20 seconds-ish kind of thing. So Duck won by quite a bit. Second race was much closer. I think it was like 13 or 14 seconds. So, I mean, this one is still going to be close, for sure. I mean, the difference between their best possible times is only 2 seconds apart. So, leaving Klungo 2, Snoopy's best possible time is a 43:36, and Duck's best possible time is a 43:48. Okay, so it is a little different. I thought it said 43:38. Or, yeah, 43:38. So it's currently 12 seconds in Snoopy's favor. So, it's definitely Snoopy's race to lose. If Snoopy has a decent Hag 1, then, I mean, it's kind of hard to catch up. Duck does have a faster Hag 1 with his quick shots, but they're slow quick shots, because Duck moves before he aims. So Duck's not really saving all the time he would from quick shotting compared to Snoopy just straight up aiming. However, Snoopy has had the clockwork egg bust inside Hag 1's battery compartment more than once in the last 2 races. Well, 2 sets, not 2 single races. And the 40 to 1 phases have been a little shaky. So I really don't know what's gonna happen, to be honest. It's just everyone's just gotta cross their fingers and hope that both of them have good Hag 1 fights. Except for Duck, who would cross his fingers and hope Snoopy messes something up. Because, I mean, they're close, but they're not close enough that Duck wins if Snoopy doesn't mess up Hag 1 in some way. Although I'm definitely shaking in my chair right now. Like, I'm actually shivering watching this race. I'm getting chills, you guys. This is like, this has been a real great set. Like, the back and forth between this set has just been, like, really crazy. And I mean, Duck's in a really shitty spot right now, having, like, you know, if he loses this race, it'll basically just be the time he lost to third try code. Because, like I said, both of them have had pretty great runs, to be honest. Little bumps and bruises along the way, of course, like every Tooie run has. But, I mean, overall, looking at the big picture, Snoopy did get first try this run, yes. Snoopy got first try and Duck got third try. And that's, like, basically all the time that separates them, so. Man, I gotta turn the heat on in here. So, of course, because Snoopy does just the, you know, fire egg aiming shot, it doesn't really matter that she lines up her shots fast, because she's gonna get, you know, she's gonna get shot at twice anyway, so. Alright, Duck's starting second phase now, so Duck's basically a half a phase behind. So, and I mean, like I said, a half a phase isn't a lot. Duck, obviously, he has a faster Hag 1, but he also has a harder Hag 1 because he's got these grenade quick shots going on. But I mean, Duck's quick shots have been really good today. Okay, Snoopy's going to attempt to get on the drill. A lot of times, if you can't get up, sometimes the best option is to just stay on the ground and prevent the drill from going around as fast as possible. Just to kind of prevent the movement. But, I mean, in the end, you gotta stick to what you know, right? Especially if you're in a race situation. If you start doing new stuff during a race, you just, like, you know, you're not used to the finger movements, I guess. And mistakes start to happen. But as you can see, Duck's basically, he's starting to catch up just because of the phases. And see, Snoopy misses a fire egg shot onto Grunny there, but I mean, it doesn't really matter because it's basically the same amount of time just because of the strat. I can only repeat myself so many times before it starts to become just, you know, me repeating myself. Alright. Hag 1 has started up. Snoopy going for a little health. Maybe some fire eggs, perhaps. Snoopy got lots of fire eggs. 26 fire eggs, that's 52 damage. I thought Snoopy just wasn't going to move at all there. I was like, what are you doing? You gotta go. You gotta go. Man, Snoopy is 20 seconds ahead of her PB right now. God, the pressure. Alright, Snoopy, the Ugger is very far out of the way this time, so doesn't have to worry about accidentally detonating the Ugger. Duck does the simple, just kind of jump off the top of the cable and blow up the battery, so it doesn't really have to worry about where the Ugger is, because even if your Clockwork lands on top of the Ugger, like, it doesn't matter, because if you blow up your Clockwork, like, halfway between, it just, like, destroys the battery anyway, so... Yeah, the way Duck is doing Hag 1 is a good, like, easier way to do the optimal Hag 1. The faster way is, like, you kind of aim up and move out of the way at the same time, which is, like, kind of hard. And I only just started doing that one recently, too. But... I mean, both strats are good. I mean, I always type commas too, but you forgot to hit enter to do the autocomplete. Fuck off of you, bot. Alright, both going into the final phase. It's coming right down to the very end here. Snoopy switched to the right eggs. Duck starting the final phase as well. Aiming a little bit oh, wasn't low. I thought that was a little too low, but turned out to not be too low. I think this is probably the best Hag 1 I've ever seen Snoopy do. Like, I don't know who she gave the controller to, but they're playing out of their brain right now for a Fire Egg strat. Yeah, the bots have been... Damn, they're traveling in packs here. But unfortunately, I gotta split to do the end of the race. Time! 43:35 for QueenSnopea. And Duck's gonna be starting in... Holy shit, congrats on your PB.
I'll
Duck's
PB
finishing
again.
in time. Duck's finished with a 43:46 with a nice gold split.
Oh my god.
Alright, GG's. Unfortunately, Duck, Snoopy was the winner of game number 3. Nice gold split on
Dude.
Hag 1, by the way.
Thanks. Yeah, that was
Did we both
full
gold it?
second, 1.6 seconds ahead of my previous gold.
Damn.
Yeah,
Big
I
gold.
mean both of you played Hag 1 like out of your minds. Like it was actually pretty funny to see. Snopea finishing, what was the final time? 43:35 versus 46?
Yeah, I think I split at about the right time. It may have been a little bit early, so
I lost the race to
35 or
RNG, dude.
36.
Yeah. The difference between Duck not winning this race, and I said this earlier, it's going to come down to this. The difference was third try code versus first try code.
Yeah, and I
Been
got a
there
bonk.
before.
Yeah,
I got a bonk
and you did bonk
split
on
up.
split up, yeah. So
I
yeah.
had 3 completely
Absolutely, just
I
bonkless
put a
runs
PB
in a
by
row.
Lance. I put a PB by Lance. If I didn't get their track. Oh, not really. Close.
Yeah, your PB was 43:26, so 20 seconds. So without the bonk and the third try code, you would have basically tied your PB, I think.
Damn.
Nice.
Yeah.
You played really well. Bad luck.
Yeah. Luck
Yeah.
sucks, and
That is why there's 3 games.
yeah. But yeah, three
God, would it
bonkless
suck.
runs for Snopea.
I
I
know.
I did manifest that bonk earlier when you guys were in MT, going, doing your jumps down the MT. You guys were basically like synced for a lot of the beginning of the race, and I mean,
Yeah.
Duck was ahead going into prison compound because of your bill drill.
Oh, I
and
had
then
a yeah.
splat. I didn't
Yeah,
see
it was a
what
problem.
happened, but yeah.
I just didn't flutter in time, and then I was trying to re-line up the grenade, and I was still in the air when I was trying to shoot it. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Just
think
spaghetti.
yeah, I think even up to the end, I think there was a little bit of a chance for Duck to come back for a while, I think, just because like, you made a couple mistakes right off the bat,
Yes.
like falling into the river in GGM
Yeah.
as well. That was kind of funny.
Yeah.
But I mean,
I usually hold back a little bit on the bridge, and then I didn't that time.
Overall, I think, well, I mean, obviously, because you PB by 24 seconds. I mean, both of you guys had really clean runs. It really just, sucks that the outcome just Jam Jars and Dilberta just kind of teamed up to
Take me out.
to take you out. So
Yeah, I won't lie, I was kind of like, I kind of just have to hope for some amount of code bullshit, because I do not do the fast version of Hag 1, and I'm like, that's like 10 seconds or so that I'm just gonna say
I don't even
goodbye
think
to.
it's 10 seconds.
I don't think I do either.
Duck does
Well, I mean, like,
a
I just
faster
do fire
version
eggs.
than you do, but it's not the fastest grenade quick
okay.
shot version.
Yeah.
Just because in order to get fast quick cycles, you need to like move and aim at the same time. And
At the same time, yeah, no, that's...
It's a lot of button pressing. Yeah, not a whole lot to say about the runs other than good tent ropes all around for sure.
Yeah, I've made a resolution to just not even bother trying to jump up it this time, because I seem to fall almost every time I do that. So I just walked up it, and it worked every time.
Yeah. All right, so Duck, unfortunately, out of the tournament.
All right.
Were you happy with how you played it all? Yes.
Yeah,
no,
I
maybe
played
so?
really well. I think in the this last race was definitely my best race time, even with the third try code in the bonk.
Yeah. Also,
and,
like, what the hell? You were saying that you had, like, green potion Klungo 1s in the last however many tournament races.
Oh, yeah,
And
it's
then,
been like
you went
6
all
or
3
7 in a
games.
row.
Both of
Yeah.
you went all 3
Oh,
games.
yeah.
Green potion, green potion, green potion.
I
Like-
got green, red, and then green, blue. I thought I was gonna get red as a third time, but...
Yeah. It looked like you were going to have a hard time with your blue potion just because you let Klungo hit you.
You got a
and
little close.
when he splits up that close, it's really easy for that one clone to
Yeah.
just kind of run into you, but he behaved, so.
Lucky, yeah.
Any
Yeah. I won't
short-term
lie.
plans for BT, Duck?
No, I'm
yeah.
switching to the better Kazooie. Switching to the better game right away. I'm going to the BK runs. Getting back on that.
Oh, baby.
Hmm
And Snopey, you're going to be moving forward to race General Toucans.
Oh boy.
That's going to be
We'll
another epic
schedule
race,
it
I think.
soon.
Yeah. I think you got time to schedule because, I mean, if you manage
The
to
other
beat
half of
Toucans,
the
you'll be waiting for a while, yeah, because Hag
yeah.
and Dingo are racing on Wednesday, and then after that, the winner races Sunder, then the winner of that race is Asmi, then the winner of that race is the winner of your next match.
Yeah.
So,
You know what we accomplished today is we managed to not get a frame count because I had one before and Asmi had one before, and then we had one. It happened when we raced each other, and so there was a chance of that happening with Duck as well.
I had one with
Yeah.
Asmi.
Yeah,
I mean,
I was
yeah,
like,
by a
who
frame.
knows?
Yeah, Duck and Asmi will continue the tradition of matching against each other and having a frame count in the next tournament, I'm sure. Alright, any last words before we cut out of here for the day?
Congrats on the double PBs.
Yeah, thanks.
You know,
And
that was your only
GG
way to
on...
beat. The only way to beat me was getting 243s because I got 243s. You did it.
Yeah, that
Finally.
I was like,
nice
oh, she doesn't have a 43. So if I get 43.
Nice 5-second PB into 20-second PB wombo combo.
Big.
Yeah.
The 2 PB runs in a row always feels good. Doing it twice in a
Yeah.
row. The first try
Especially when the
code
first
twice
one
in
was
a row
kind of
helped.
scuffed.
Yeah. 43, 30, mid 43 now from a low 44.
Yep.
Yeah. Welcome to the club. Alright, I'm out of here. Again, next
See y'all.
race is Wednesday at 5:30 Pacific. Hag versus Dingo. And Hag better remember he has that race. Otherwise, somebody gonna get hurt real bad. Alright, bye guys.
See ya. Bye, stream.